All right. Good evening to everybody, to our folks here and worldwide. Welcome back to the Big Six tournament, the 2025 Big Six tournament. This will be a real showdown here this evening here, folks. The City Sunrisers coming up against the Maximum Strikers. It will be a real nail biting match. It will be exciting. It's under the floodlights here at beautiful Warner Park, St. Kitts. And the fielders and the batsmen are out there ready, eager to start and get on the way with the business here this evening. All right, just about to start play. The strikers will be bowling first on a wicket that is dry. The bowlers put the ball in the right areas in this early stage of the game. They will definitely reap reward. A new ball might just get a bit of sideway movement off the surface. Believe it will be Rashid to bowl the first over. Starts off with a dot ball. Nice line and length from Rashid, keeping the batsman honest. It's interesting and it's always key to start off well, get the ball in the right areas, get it up to the stumps, give it a chance to swing. Nice delivery, hit very straight. She just guilty of just over pitching, and the batsman just freed the arms and hit it straight and picking up the first boundary of the innings. How will Rashid respond here? We'll have to wait and see. It's a slower ball. It was sort of a foolish delivery. Batsman not being able to make contact. And as the over comes to an end, and the City Sunrisers, I believe, it's 5 without loss after the first over. New bowler, it will be Challenger from the media center end. Challenger was a handful last evening. He needs to start well here. What can he do here? Immediately gets a bit of swing, but nonetheless, it flicks away down to the boundary for 4. And the City Sunrisers are really signaling their intent earlier on here this evening. Challenger gets a lot of swing early on. The left hand fast bowler, so normally he'll get a natural angle. That ball angling in to the right hander, and it goes away with the angle to the left hander. This time he was just guilty of bowling a bit too far up. Wide. Challenger. And he's poiked all the way through mid-wicket for a massive 6. This one has gone into the grass banks here at Warner Park. And the batsman really been brutal against Challenger here this evening. Very little room for error from Challenger. He will have to adjust his line and his length here. Challenger. Ball is already swinging. Just a matter of just pulling back the line just slightly, allowing the batsman to come onto the front foot. Wide again. Yesterday was really the superstar here, getting that ball to really curve in with the angle, starting outside the off stump and getting a lot of movement into the right hander. He really want to try and replicate that sort of, bowling performance. Yesterday he bowled five. He bowled actually four overs. He picked up 5 wickets for just 10 runs. Another swinging delivery again, just out of the reach of the man here at short mid wicket. Left hander is on strike. The ball will actually be going away. Should be going away from the left hander. As you see, it goes away. He's better off trying to play that ball straight. Got him tucked up. Better delivery, keeping the batsman honest, just pulling back that line as suggested a few deliveries ago, allowing the batsman to really come onto the front foot. Really exciting to see last evening challenger getting those balls to swing in to the right handers and late movement, and got 5 wickets for 10, career best. Beautiful shot there again. Just flicked nicely and slapped away for a boundary. Challenger under some pressure here this evening. Rashid to continue. And it's hiked over mid-wicket for a maximum. Well, these batsmen here are very brutal, and anything pitched up in the arc here this evening, really dispatching this one with disdain over the mid-wicket region for a massive 6. Two batsmen here have gotten off to a really nice start here at the Warner Park, getting the team off to a good start. 34 without loss. And there's more runs on offer here this evening. The Sunrisers are really taking a liking to the bowling of the maximum strikers. The score has raced on to 38 without loss. And Jamie Cornelius is on 19 of just 11 deliveries. And Richards is 15. They've taken a real liking to the bowling. Kasim Challenger, first over, going for 18 runs. And there's more boundaries. Well, it's raining boundaries here at the Warner Park Cricket Ground. Rashid is really struggling here. Whenever he bowls, the ball is really being dispatched into the fence. And the batsman said, doesn't matter where you bowl, we will capitalize. It's 42 in just 2.5 overs. Rashid needs to really end well here. Struck very firmly down the ground. .42 without loss, 3 overs. Current run rate is at 14 runs and over. So they're really taking a liking to these quick bowlers. And smartly, the captain, Terence Ward, really deciding enough is enough. Got to slow up on them. So he's introduced himself into the attack. We'll see how he goes here. So mid on, and long off is back. Mid wicket, man down at cow corner, they say, and the guy down at long off is on the boundary. Everyone else is inside the circle. He's got a short mid on. A man at cover, deep extra cover shot, and just a wideish point. I would love to see, he apply more pressure, be a bit more aggressive in his field placing. And he goes over the infield, over the man head that point, and it runs away for 4. So it doesn't matter spin or quicks, they are just really motoring around here nicely. The Sunrisers, City Sunrisers. .48 without loss. Richards is on 21, Cornelius is on 23. So they are batting well together. They have put their team in a really good position here. We're still in the power play here, folks. And he's gone, and it's coming to us here. And it's... and we had to make some evasive movements here in the commentary box. That ball came straight into the box, and we had to dive for cover here, folks. So it's nobody safe here. I don't want to park here. Bowlers taking really some abuse here from the batsmen. And at the end of the over, it is 54 without loss. 4 overs bowled. And Etienne, well, it's Richards. Richards is on 27 and Cornelius is on 23. Richards is striking at over almost 250. Cornelius is on 160. So they're really, really taking the ball into all parts. Everything has been thrown at them so far. They have been very, very abusive to them. So they will not need to pull back things here, the strikers. Maximum strikers try and, halt the scoring of these batsmen. They're making use of that power play, trying to go over the infield as much as possible. Taking the chances. And so far, so good. Well played. New bowler into the attack is Elvin Berridge. Elvin Berridge bowling from the City end. And he's pulled away. The man will only watch it sail over his head. That was an excellent shot. He really, really flicked this one nicely. Picking up the length very quickly and dispatching this one. That was a big hit. That boundary here is probably 70 odd meters. So he had to really hit it. And, he got the treatment. So, moving on nicely. 60 without loss. We are just in the 4th over here, folks. And he tries to go again. But missed times. It'll just be a single. Berridge needs to be very careful with his line and his lengths here. Two dangerous, well set batsmen at the crease. And they're looking to really pounce on anything loose here. And he's bowled. I believe he's bowled. Well, Berridge making the breakthrough, much needed breakthrough, as he picks up the wicket there, and the batsman has to go back to the cleaners. So Richards is out. Had a good hand. He played very well. Put his team in a really, really good position. It's just a matter of they need to capitalize on this sort of stat. More often than not, you find teams getting off to really good stats and being pegged back. Pick a wicket or 2, 3 here. They could find themselves in a spot of bother. He's joined by Darren Benter. Berridge to continue. Fine shot. Just slapping this one down there. It will just be one. Benter is immediately off the strike. And gets off the mark. Benter got a half century yesterday. I believe he got about 80 odd, 83. So a fine knock by him. So he seems to be in excellent form. So they'll be very pleased with the breakthrough so far. Berridge picking up the wicket. And at the end of the over, the City Sunrisers are 61 for 1. I'm going to say good evening to our very frequent listener from the island of Dominica. Penrise, to be exact. Carmen Valmont, good evening to you. Pleasant viewing to you. I know you're glued to your screens. Very interesting cricket here. Bastia St. Kitts, the Big Six tournament 2025. And so what is continuing? It's really stopped the stem of flow of runs. Ball, is just trickling back to the bowler. Need to be careful here. They don't want to lose another wicket here at this stage, the Sunrisers. And he goes again, and more runs here. It's flowing boundaries here at the Warner Park Cricket Ground. And Cornelius really continuing in the same vein, being very harsh to these bowlers earlier on. Nice delivery, just angling in with the arm. A loud appeal for run out by the umpire, by the players, but umpire says not out. So Cornelius moves on to 34 of just 21 deliveries. Benta's just strided to the crease. He's just got off the mark. He's on 1. Still a very healthy scoring rate here. It's going at on just under 11.5 and over. 68 for 1. 6 overs bowled. So the field restrictions are lifted. We've seen 4 half centuries in this tournament so far. We might just see another one here this evening. Cornelius has raced on to 38. And he's getting closer to that half century mark. Looks as if he's just going to keep going and trying to clear those boundaries here. Very short boundaries here at Warner Park, the straight boundaries. And he's pulled this one away, and it goes onto the roof there at the ground staff area for another maximum. That was a huge hit there by Benta. Benta signaling his intent. Scary times here for the maximum strikers. The maximum strikers here would need to pick up a wicket or 2 here to really pull things back. It's 75 for 1, and we're just in the 7th over. Benta in really scintillating form. He has, displayed that sort of batting yesterday. He got 83 odd. He looks in fine form. Cornelius has been brutal on anything loose here. continue in that same vein, they will get about 230. It will take some batting, consistently batting like that. But, they're really on course for a good score unless the bowlers really pull things back. It goes down the boundary. And a wonderful save there by the fielder. And Fine leg doing some excellent work. Short Fine. As the over comes to an end, and after 7 overs, the Sunrisers are 77 for 1. We want to say thank you to our sponsors. Without you, it will not be possible. Our 2025 sponsors for this Big Six tournament. We want to say thank you, and we appreciate you coming on board to sponsor this tournament. The St. Kitts Tourism Authority, St. Kitts Cricket Association, St. Kitts Ministry of Sports, D&D Construction, Rick Excavator and Tracking Service, Eldorado Rum, Azul Printers, Smart Electronics, Island Purified Water, Triple S Delights, and Islander Water Sports. So we want to say thank you for your sponsorship, and we're looking forward to doing big and better things in this tournament and in the near future. Straight back over the head and 6 runs. So Israel Morton being treated harshly here. Ball going over the head and over the man here at the long off region and going for a 6. Cornelius has raced on to 43. So he's 43. He's eyeing a half century here, folks. He's been real brutal on anything wide, anything tossed up in his arc. He has gone and really tried to really put bat to ball, as they say. It's 83 for 1. Benta is just on 8, getting in his stride. And he goes again. Excellent shot. And over. Wide-ish mid-off for another maximum. Well, he's raced on to 49. Jamie Cornelius. He's 49 of 27 deliveries. He's striking at, 181. That's massive. And he's just 1 away from a well-deserved half century. Good fielding there by Ward. So they're looking very dangerous at the moment, the Sunrisers. And he flicks this one away. Some good work down there by the fielder. But it will be a half century for Jamie Cornelius. 50 of 29 balls, 5 fours and 4 sixes. Jamie Cornelius really leading from the front. They're 90 for 1. We're just in the 8th over. And they're nearing almost that 100-run mark. Good delivery, some good turn and good purchase off the surface. And that's what he needs to do. He doesn't need to be predictable. Try and bowl the ball in the right areas, but vary and mix up your pace is very important. Well, bowl again, way up in the block hole. Benta could not do anything about that. And at the end of the 8th, it is 90 for 1. Berridge to continue from the City end. Nice shot, fine looking shot, and another boundary for Jamie Cornelius. Well, he's really putting on a show for the spectators here at the stadium. His team has raced on to 94 for 1. The run rate is at 11.5 and over. So they're on par for a really good score here. Unless something really dramatic happens here, well, the Sunrisers will be in a really good position. And he keeps going again. And there's another boundary. Well, the fielder down on that mid-wicket region is really having a lot of work to do down there. I believe it's Rashid. Yes. So he's paying the price. Berridge bowling that ball outside the off stump, giving the batsman room. Not want to do that with the kind of form this batsman is in at the moment. It seems to me that Cornelius have just made up his mind, that once he's up in his act, he's gonna really launch. He's gonna take on those two fielders on the boundary, mid wicket and long on. Nice bit of work there. It was a really good chance there. He tried to make the ground, but he was unable to. The lights just take full effect here at the Warner Park Cricket Ground this evening match. And as the over comes to an end, so the end of the 9th, the City Sunrisers are 99 for 1, going in really great guns. They're going at just over 11 runs and over. The projected score here, folks, is 220 runs. And they're looking pretty good as long as Cornelius stays at the crease. If he bats to another 4 overs, they will be really chasing something massive here this evening. The strikers. And he's given out. Cornelius, the big wicket of Cornelius. Some excellent work there by the keeper. They're overseas players, South African overseas player, doing some excellent work there with the glove. On the all-important wicket of Cornelius, he has to go back to the cleaners. The score is 99 actually for 2. It's a real entertaining knock there. Good catch. New batsman comes into the crease. I believe it's Shelton Forbes. Shelton Forbes is the attractive left-handed batsman from Nevis, the island of Nevis. And he's bowled him. A straight delivery, trying to play around the delivery, and he gets out. Very, very, very disappointing stuff there. Forbes would have been really livid with himself. A straight delivery, and he played all around that. And just like that, the game has turned back. And the maximum strikers have a bit of momentum here now. It is 99 for free. Struck loud appeal by the bowlers and the fielders. Umpire saying not out. So Morton has really, brought his team back in this contest. Stop the stem of boundaries and runs. Edge in outside edge. It will go down to the boundary and fortuitous boundary, and it will just win the race. It will go into the boundary for 4, and the City Sunrisers bring up the 100, 103 for free at the halfway stage. Swing and a miss. And a very eventful over comes to an end. Morton has figures of 2 for 13 off his 2 overs. And at the end, and at the halfway stage, 10 overs bowled, the City Sunrisers are 103 for free. Berridge to continue. Benter trying to hit that one through the mid-wicket region. He would have been probably better off hitting that ball through the offside. And he hits it high. It's up in the air. And it will fall in no man's land. Luckily for Benter, didn't go to a fielder. Good delivery, beautiful touch, nice touch. and they will. It will just win the race. Yes, it just evades the man down there, and it will go into the boundary for 4. Might be just leg by signal by the umpire. Good delivery there by Berridge. Up in the block hole, way up in the block hole. Crowd has built up nicely here at the stadium. And it's gone high, hard, and far. This one has almost hit the roof here at Warner Park, one of the stands. And beautiful shot by Benta. Benta being really harsh on anything up in his arc. Launching Morton way back into the stands. It's 118 for free. 118 for free. Darren Benta has moved on to 21 of 17. The leading run scorer in this tournament so far. Darren Benta. Very aggressive running. I like that sort of running in this sort of games. You push, pick up the singles, pick up the twos. Also, the boundaries on offer, you pick up the boundaries as well. They're already in a good position here. The strikers need to really peg things back, pick up wickets, keep picking up wickets. The Sunrisers 121 for free. Lots of overs left. 8 overs remaining after this. They don't get to at least 200. They will feel disappointed from here on. At least 200. But there's some turn on offer there for Morton. Beautiful delivery, pitched on the line of the off stump, just doing enough. An excellent work by the keeper. And on that note, also, we want to say thank you to our sponsors as well for bringing us this 2025 Big Six tournament. The St. Kitts Tourism Authority, the St. Kitts Cricket Association, the St. Kitts Ministry of Sports, D&D Construction, Rick Excavator and Trucking Services, Eldorado Rum, Azul Printers, Smart Electronics, Island Purified Water, Triple S Delight, and Islander Water Sports. These are the sponsors for the 2025 Big Six tournament. Still early days in the tournament. Got kicked off yesterday, and it hasn't disappointed so far. We have had 4 half centuries in this tournament. So we have seen some really good cricket, some really good bowling also from Challenger. Kasim Challenger picking up 5 wickets for just 10 runs in this tournament. Yesterday, the opener played at 7 o'clock in the evening, second match. And he's going to take some real good bowling and some doing to really break that sort of record. And he's pulled away and it will go into the boundary for 4. It wasn't timed very well, but yet still it got the legs to go into the fence. Another boundary for the batsman, Darren Benter. This one is up in the air and it will fall just short of Kasim Challenger. I think he misjudged this one. It was closer than he thought. He was up in the air. He was making some ground across and it fell into the boundary for 6. He would have been for 4, sorry. It'd be unfortunate not to have really get a hand to that. Picking up the wicket of Benter right now would be real crucial to stop the flow of runs in this innings. Nice touch from Benter. Not from Benter. Actually, he's the new batsman. LaShawn Bergen. 3 runs. Benter has raced on to 34. Make that 35. They are in a really excellent position here. 135 for free. The City Sunrisers looking good, looking to really launch. They could bat another 3 overs or 4 overs, just taking it on, just taking the strike and picking up the singles here and there. And after probably the 17th over, they could really try and launch here again. Maybe the next 4 overs or 3 overs, try to get at least 20-25 runs. That would put them somewhere about 150, 155, 160 or there, and then in the next 3 overs launch towards that 200 run mark. So things are looking good for the Sunrisers in terms of the bat, but I'm definitely sure that the strikers will have different ideas how to really stop the stem of flow of runs and really pick up wickets. I believe if they could get Benter from here on, it will really stop the scoring for the Sunrisers. Good delivery. A bit of spin there for the spin bowler Morton. Getting that ball to move across the right hander. Trying the same shot again. And just getting some bat on it, but still it's not able to pick up a single. That's what they need to do. Apply pressure. Try and, bowl 3-4 dot balls here and there. Try and put some pressure on the batting side. Right now it's been too easy. They're scoring runs at will and also picking up the boundaries. Glorious shot. It will just be one. Man on the sweep takes care of it down there. Trying that shot again. Benta needs to be careful. That delivery's been close to him. So he needs to be careful how he goes here. So after 14 overs, the score is 137 for free. 137 for free. I believe it's Terrence Ward in bowling. He's changed ends. He was bowling previously from the media center end. He's bowled 2 overs. He's conceded 20 runs. If he's 2, not that bad. And really cheeky shot there from Benta. Beautiful shot. Just using the pace of Ward and just paddle sweeping this one over the head of the man there at the short fine leg boundary. And it goes for 4. Beautiful piece of innovation. It's 142 for free. Benta is in the 40s. So it's 40. And he goes again. And not going to the boundary for 4, but nonetheless, they're going to come back for 2. And he's run out, I believe. He's run out. Yes, he's run out. The batsman run out. LaShawn Bergen trying to fancy a second run. There was a slight hesitation in coming back for the second, and it costs him his wicket. So another wicket goes down. Maximum strikers just picked up the all-important wicket of LaShawn Bergen. It's 142 for free. Terrence Ward to continue. Nice touch. Beautiful touch there. Some good feeling, good football skills there from the man down there. New batsman is Shukwan Pemberton. And at the end of the 15th over, it is 144 for 4. There's 30 legal deliveries to come. And and they would fancy the chances to get at least 50 runs out of those 30, getting closer to that 200 run mark, but it's easier said than done. One would feel that a lot would rest on the shoulders of Benta, how he really goes about his business in the next couple of overs. And he slapped down the ground. It will just be the one, but he was really powerfully hit. Benta moves on to 43. Duran Benta from the island of Antigua. And the outside players, or the overseas players, you'd say, representing the City Sunrisers franchise. Nice touch. Really chancing and really backing themselves to pick up these quick singles. And it's high, hard, and it goes, and some really nice work down there. And the umpires will have a look, but he'll say 6. That was a beautiful shot, really nicely hit from Benta. And he moves on to 49. The fielder caught it, but he just stepped on the ropes, and it went into the boundary for 6. So Benta has raced on to 49, eyeing another half century, picking off where he left off from yesterday. He got 83 odd yesterday, not out, I believe. And today he's backing it up nicely. He's 49, one away from another half century. And so really and truly, Benta is really taking a liking to the bowlers of the strikers so far. That is his half century. Well deserved, well batted from Benta. Benta really showing some really good form coming into this tournament. He's played a lot of franchise cricket around the Caribbean as of late. He also plays for a team. Well, he plays for his franchise in Antigua, but apart from that, he plays T10 cricket on the island of Dominica in this Dream 11 tournament. Plays for a team they call the Sari Sunrisers. Sari Sunrisers from the island of Dominica. It's a franchise, a T10 franchise. It's a staple in that team. It's sometimes I think he captained a few games. So that's where I would have probably cited him for the first time. But Benta's, he's been playing a lot of T20 cricket around the Caribbean. And he goes again. And it goes straight to the man. And he finally takes it. Benta has to go back to the cleaners. Didn't get the elevation he would have wanted to hit it over the outfield. And it goes straight to the man down there on the long on boundary. And wicket for the strikers. So it's 154 for 5. The City Sunrisers, they just lost the all important wicket of Duran Benta. He went for 50. Played a good hand. So there's two new batsmen at the crease. And this is what you would not have wanted if you're a Sunrisers fan. Two new batsmen at the crease at the back end of the game. You'd want to have at least one set batsman here, and you could kick on from there. So they need to have a look here. It's very crucial times right now. 2 wickets here, a wicket or two here would really, really put them in a real spot of bother if that were to happen. Nice delivery, keeping the batsman honest. Trying to go through that long on region, but not being able to make any contact. Shaquan Pemberton just faced the 4 deliveries, just got 2 runs. Hits this one straight down the ground, picks up a nice single. So I believe this is the chance for the time for the strikers to really apply some pressure on the batsmen. There's 2 new set batsmen on the crease. Try to be more of an attacking frame of mind. Get a slip in. Now I would have bring in one of the guys in the circle from the long on or long off, probably long off, or long on, or and entice that big shot. Because they have done very well to peg back things. At one stage of the game, they were going at almost 11 runs and over, 11.2. Now they're just going at just over 9. So the projected score says it will be 187. But I believe they would be really disappointed if they were to get just 187 with that sort of start. Fine shot, but straight to man. So Ward is bowling wicket to wicket. He will not be disappointed. He will be happy. As the end of the 17th over, it is 156 for 5. The City Sunrisers, the maximum strikers, are on the hunt for a few more wickets in the back end of this innings. And we're back here. The leg spinner is in operation. So he bowls some leg spin and he bowls some off spin. Picks up a single. He'll be unlucky, the batsman, to have not dispatched this one. That was a full toss. And one of the batsmen here really needs to go. They need a big over here in excess of about 20 to get back on par with things. Because if they get to about 170, 180, the strikers will be really delighted by that. It's pulled away down to the mid-wicket region, and it will go in to the boundary for 4. Welcome runs, welcome boundary, and it's a sigh of relief for the Sunrisers. Single. Good delivery by the bowler. Anthony Keynes. And straight down the ground. And it'll just be a single. So a very good over so far from Keynes. And it's the no ball, I believe. Well over the waist. And quite rightfully so signaled by the umpire. So it's a free hit. A chance to capitalize on that. Straight down the ground. And a very good hit by the batsman. Really cashing in here and picking up a boundary. So the Sunrisers have raced on here. 161 for 5. I reckon there's someone in this tournament that will get 100. We have seen 4 half centuries so far. Actually 5 half centuries so far. Darren Benter has gotten 2. Cornelius got 1. And we saw a few yesterday, so there's about 5 half centuries in this tournament. But I believe someone can get 100. That will be something really special to look at. 165 for 5. It's 2 overs left. 2 overs left. I think Rashid is back into the attack. He was treated very harshly earlier on in his spell. He went for 24 runs off his 2 overs. Economy rate of 12 runs per over. And he want to better that. Rashid sets really high standards for himself. Pemberton and Willett needs to really take things home here. Pick up some real good boundaries. Clear the infield. Nice looking shot. It'll just be a single. And it's hit up in the air. And it goes over the man head at the long off region for a maximum. Into the stands. A 6. Welcome runs. And much needed for the City Sunrisers. On the leg side. They'll come back for 2 and they'll get it comfortably. Very good awareness by these two, realizing the slight misfield, and they take the opportunity to come back for 2. Leg by signal by the umpire. 172 for 5. Lovely looking shot. A glorious shot. That's a really, really nice time shot. That would have to probably be the shot of the evening. Just played it very nicely and timed it to perfection. Another boundary here for the Sunrisers. Very heavy ball from Rashid. The over comes to an end. So the 19th over comes to an end. And at this stage, I believe the Sunrisers would have been a bit disappointed to not have much, at least another 20 runs on the scoreboard presently. But it's one over left. They're 179 for 5. It's gone high and it's gone way back and it's gone into the it's gone. He dropped it. It's for some time he thought it would have gone way into the stands, but it got all the legs it needed, but nonetheless just fell short. So for a moment there, I thought it would have got way into the stands for 6. Straight down the ground, and they will take that. The strikers. Wide. I believe that the strikers would have. They should have been probably somewhat happy at the moment. As I said, at one stage of the game, they were looking like they were facing down at least 220. So kudos for them, for really pulling things back, not allowing things to get out of hand. It's gone up in the air, and I believe this one is going all the way back for a maximum. Beautifully timed shot, just really extending the arms and free flowing bat swing and picking up a beautiful shot. That's 6 runs. Come back for a single. It's gone up in the air and it's gone over the infield, and it'll go into the boundary for a much needed boundary, and they are getting closer to that 200 run mark. he's going straight back. Fielders under it and takes. He drops it. Well, drop chance there by the bowler Keynes. As the innings comes to an end. So 196 for 5 they finish on the Sunrisers. So they will need 197 for victory, the Strikers, when they come out to bat. And we'll take a short break and we'll be back shortly with the resumption and the reply or the response of the innings from the Strikers. All right, we are back here for the resumption of the innings. The Sunrise has got 196, so the maximum strikers would need to get 197 for victory. Beautiful pace and bounce. Nice carry. Love the sort of delivery. Keeping things active. This score of 196. It'll take some doing from these batsmen of the strikers. Good delivery, some good pace. A real pacey delivery from the bowler. Kimani Nisbet. Nisbet is working up some really good pace here on the surface. Edged and taken. Beautiful delivery. Shot quick and moving away from the right hander. And the batsman edging this one. And he has to go back to the cleaners. The Mari Prince goes for a golden duck. New batsman, Terence Ward, straight into the crease. The skipper. His team is under a bit of pressure here. They haven't gotten off the mark yet, and the wicket has fallen. So he needs to come up with something special here this evening. Swing and a miss. Nisbet is really bowling quick here. He got his tail up, running in and bowling that delivery. Really quick stuff there. How will the batsman respond? I think it's one of the quicker overs we've seen in this tournament from Nisbet. Good delivery. Tucking him up. Cramping Ward for room. over comes to an end. So it's a wicket maiden from Nisbet. So the South African overseas player for the strikers, Lawe, Rov Lawe from South Africa, the overseas player for the strikers. He had a good hand this yesterday. He got 46 not out in a winning cause for his team. Got some short stop first deliveries. Asking for a change of glove, I believe. Batsmen and bowlers here have the tail up, as they would say. Got 196 there, odd. So it's going to take some really good batting from here on for the strikers to get to that total. Edged, and the umpire's given him out. So it's 2 wickets down here. It's a dismal performance with the bat so far for the strikers. Ward edges this one. I believe he said, I think, it just brushed the 5 pad, but nonetheless, another wicket has to go down. And the strikers are 2 wickets down for just 1 run. So the pressure is really on here this evening. New batsman at the crease is Rashid Eddy. He and Lawe is at the crease. Some real good pace working up there by the bowler, Jamali Lynch. Good delivery, testing delivery. That ball is just moving away. So the score is 2-2. Maximum strikers. Well, they need to maximize here and maximize pretty quickly. So they're almost at the end of the second over. And they're just 2 runs behind. Required run rate is at 10 and almost at 11 runs and over. Umpire signaling a no ball. I believe it's above the waist, so it'll be a free hit. Pulled away nicely into the boundary. A free hit. Gets the treatment. 4 runs. First boundary for the strikers. Score is now 8-2. 8-2. So it will be Nisbet to Lowe. Have to wait and see how it goes here. Very interesting contest. Pulled away very nicely and easily by Lowe. South African outside player or overseas player for the maximum strikers. I had a conversation with him a few days ago. Yesterday actually. He was telling me that he really relishes the opportunity playing in this tournament, and he's looking forward to really maximizing as much as possible and contributing to his team. Nicely timed, beautifully timed shot from Lowe. Just easing into it, just using the pace of Nisbet and just getting it over. Well, not over, but getting it past the infield for a boundary. crowd is getting really, really animated out there. Some short stuff from Nisbet to Louvet. In the way, he's batting very comfortably, and you will know a batsman unless, well, how good a batsman is he has a lot of time at the crease facing the quick bowler. The good stuff from Nisbet, keeping the batsman honest. Let's see how Nisbet respond, or Louvet respond here. Tickle down to fine leg, and it'll go into the fence for 4. The good effort there down on the boundary. Score moves on to 19. 19 for 2, the maximum strikers. Required run, which is just under 10.5 runs per over. You require 178 more runs of 102 balls. So it will be Lynch to continue from the City end. Very aggressive fast bowling from the pair of Nisbet and Lynch. That was an effort delivery, but it was straight down the leg side, and quite rightfully so, signal a wide by the umpire. Pulled away and pulled very ferociously, but some very good fielding down there on the boundary. And he's run out. It was very difficult coming back for a second run there. But Rashid has to go back to the cleaners. A judge run out. 3 wickets down. 3 wickets down. And the maximum strikers suffer another loss. Rashid gone. He has to go back to the cleaners. New batsman at the crease. Is Israel Morton. Morton at the crease. They're losing wickets and they're losing it regularly here this evening. Shot. Glorious shot. Was pitched up and the batsman really dispatching this one over the extra cover region and picking up a boundary. There's a lot of talk out there, a lot of chatter going out there, good banter. This is the beauty of the Big Six tournament. It's very competitive cricket we're witnessing this evening here in Warner Park. Short delivery and slapped away for a boundary. Well, Morton seems to be in a no-nonsense sort of mood this evening. Score is now 30. 30 for free. And it's shot again and it's getting the treatment. The short deliveries. This one just sat up on the surface and pulled away with the stain. So Morton really showing no fear towards these bowlers of the Sunrisers. $30 for free at the end of, well, there's still a few balls left in the over. $34 for free to be exact. Good work there done on the fine leg boundary. They come back for one. Very eventful over. Comes to an end. So it's 35 for free. 4 overs. We're still in the power here, the power play here, folks. A lot of excitement so far. Nisbet and Lynch, I believe, really working up an extra yard or two of pace, getting the fans on the edge of their seats here, excited at Warner Park. It's always good when a fast bowler is bowling aggressively, gets the crowd up in the Caribbean. Love to see the cricket. They love aggressive fast bowling. Remind me of the days of West Indies, well, cable and wireless West Indies cricket. Courtney Walsh, Courtney Ambrose, Ian Bishop, my good friend. Just to name a few. Seems like it's going to be a stand and deliver sort of thing from Morton. Don't look too eager to go on the front foot. This is what quick fast bowling does. Keeps you getting it, has your mind thinking whether you should push forward or even stay back. It's a lot of premeditation going on. Quick delivery, very fast delivery, short. And the batsman was backing away, Morton. All the fielders have their hands on their shoulder. Wasn't expecting that one to be a wide. But as they say, the umpire decision is final. The game must continue. Another short delivery again. And the batsman is backing away. This bit is really signaling his intent here. Quick short deliveries. Setting the tournament alight here this evening. The crowd is on their feet here. They just love fast bowling. Aggressive fast bowling, that is. Swing and a miss by the batsman. There's an exchange of words out there. This bit is not backing down. Well, Morton is saying, you got your ball, I got my bat. Let's see who wins. Interesting times here at the cricket here. The Big Six. This is what it's all about. Competitive cricket, positive cricket, and obviously entertainment. So it's good fun, good entertainment here by both teams. This is what the fans came out to see. This is what the fans came out to see. Competitive cricket. And he pitches this one up. And it goes back. And one bounce into the ropes for 4. And after 2 very ferocious short deliveries, brutal short deliveries, he pitches this one up. And Morton was really equal to the task. Kimani to continue. Swing and a miss. He's not trying to get to the pitch of the ball. He's just trying to he's just staying in his crease and just extending the arms. Sure, if he got up to the pitch of that delivery, he'd have probably gotten it. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what they're saying. Who's she signaling? The scorer? Yeah. Okay. Punished, slapped, and disrespected. Brutal shot. And a really beautiful contest this evening here between bat and ball. 6. And a war of words between the batter and the bowler, Morton and Nisbet. And at the end of the over, really hot stuff going on out there in Warner Park. The Big Six. It is 46 for free. Umpires trying to cool down things out there. Just getting a little bit too out of hand. But that's the name of the game. It's competitive cricket. Everybody wants to win. You know. So it's all good. It's all good fun. This is what the fans paid to see: aggressive cricket, hard stuff. They will go back talking about that today, tomorrow, on Tuesday. We'll come back and see some more. So it's some good entertainment for our crowd and our spectators, even the viewers on Facebook. Starts off with a wide left hand fast bowler, changing the attack. Wide again. Batsman scramble through for a single. So Lowe has been really kept off strike. He's been a spectator to what's been happening. Morton. Might just be a leg by signal by the umpire, and quite rightfully so. Comes through for a bye. So it'll be interesting to see how Lowe goes against the left hand fast bowler. The ball will actually be going into him. As I said earlier on, he's been kept quiet at the other end. Lovely shot, glorious shot. Pitched up and he just slapped it. He had a lot of time to wait on that delivery, and excellent shot by Lowe. Comes back with a very good delivery. Almost a Yorker length sort of delivery. Nice push. So he has having a lot of time to play these deliveries. The wicket is not quick by any stretch of the imagination. Still a very good wicket for batting. It will be Willett to pick up the attack from the media center end. Score is Score is 54 for free. 54 for free at the end of 6 power play. It's gone over the head of the keeper and it will go into the boundary for 4. Welcome boundary here from Morton. Take it anywhere he comes. So the current run rate is 9 runs per over. They require 10, so not bad going. It's just a matter of the wickets. The wickets column, that's the worry for the strikers. And slapped. And another boundary from Morton. Well, he's dealing in boundaries in a real no-nonsense mood. He's raced on to 31 of just 13 deliveries. Israel Morton. He's batted fearlessly here this evening, folks. And he's looking real good. Lots of good cricket out there. Bowlers actually, the fielder, the captain is actually thinking. Also, the batsman has to be constantly thinking because the field has been changed, quite often. So some real good stuff. A lot of chat going on out there. There's a lot to say. They're gonna try and push, and they're gonna come back for 2, and they will get it quite comfortably. Good running between the sticks by these two, Louis and Morton. little slower delivery, and the batsman is down, and he will get in there. He was backing up way too far up. The over comes to an end, and after seven overs bowled actually, and the maximum strikers are 66 for free. Big Six tournament, Big Six 2025 T20 cricket tournament. We want to say thank you to our sponsors. Without you, definitely there will not be tournament this year. And ball is somewhere, the bat is flown out of the batsman's hand. So it's all happening here at the stadium, Horner Park. So as I was saying, I want to say thank you to our sponsors, the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, the St. Kitts Cricket Association, the St. Kitts Ministry of Sports, D&D Construction, Ricks, Excavator and Trucking Services, Eldorado Rum, Azul Printers, Smart Electronics, Island Purified Water, Tribless, Delight, and Islander Water Sports. These are the sponsors for our tournament this year. I want to tell them thank you for your sponsorship. Without you, it will not be possible here at Warner Park this evening. Just over the man at short fine leg, and it will go into the boundary for 4. Lue doesn't seem to be faced with that short stuff. Score now moves on to 72 for free. So the cricket continues here. 73 for free. 73 for free. The maximum strikers in search of 197 for victory. One is hit down to the deep extra cover region. Ford, I believe, does the work, and the batsman comes back for a single. And this wicket has played really nicely so far in this tournament. Still early days, but normally at Warner Park you get some really good wickets for batting. So the bowlers are made to work hard for their wickets. But if you put the ball in the right areas on this sort of surface, I'm definitely sure you're going to reap rewards. It's hard. There's some crack in the surface, but nothing to really to worry about. And the batsmen are really and truly enjoying things so far in this tournament. But earlier on, you normally find some swing, so it's not all a batting paradise. There's some swing in the surface. There's some movement, sideway movements earlier on. Especially with the brand new white ball, it's really hard. So try to give it as much chance as possible to allow it to swing. Get that ball off to the off stump, outside the off stump. Get the batsman coming onto the front foot, trying to get him to play some drives. Mm. That's where you normally get. You have a slip, a first, second, and a first slip. But we haven't seen that ploy so far from any of the teams. Normally, I think they play a bit too defensively. It's 20 overs. You're still going to give you a chance to really attack. Attacking cricket is the best cricket. So, what I would have loved to see earlier on is at least a slip or two in place for Nisbet and Lynch. This one is up in the air. It will fall safely again. And some good work there on the boundary from Lynch. As I was saying, just to see a slight change in things. Obviously, he was bringing the ball up short of a length and he was getting some lift and purchase of the surface. Better off getting a second or first slip in place. Fine looking shot. That was a really, really good shot. Just using the pace nicely of Willett and Louis picking up a boundary. I just love the way that the Sunrisers came out this evening with the ball. You have to be attacking. Yes, you got 197 odd, but you have to try and bowl out the opposition. Try to be as aggressive as possible. Put them under pressure early, and try and pick up a wicket or two. This one is up in the air, and it goes down to the boundary, and I believe it's one bounce into the ropes for a boundary. The way would take that any day. That was really some really poor decision making, trying to go for that single. Ball was hit straight to the fielder, and he hit it pretty firmly. Slower delivery. Loud appeal, animated appeal by Willett and his team. But one would have feel this one was just going down the leg stump and it was hit high. So the over comes to an end. And the City Sunrisers are 83 for free after 9 overs. So we're gonna see some spin. Spin being introduced into the attack from the City end. It's going into the stands for 6. Beautiful shot by Morton. Javid Edwards, the new bowler. Javid Edwards. Morton has raced on to 42 runs, nearing a half century. So the umpire's giving him out. See, he probably played this one onto the stumps. Unfortunately, we don't have the replay at our disposal. New batsman at the crease is Anthony Keynes. Anthony Keynes joining Louis to the crease. Well, at the crease. He has some work to do for his team. And he's gone down to the wideish mid-off, long off region for a single. Umpire signaling no ball. Umpire signaling a free hit. (92 for 4). Javid Edwards has conceded 9 runs of his 3 deliveries so far. And it's gone up in the air, and the fielder settling under it and takes it. Well, that was really the plan, really. Flighting the ball over the eye line of the batsman, coming onto the front foot, hitting this one straight down to the man down there. And another wicket goes down. Anthony Keynes, he has to go back to the cleaners. The score is 92. Yes, 92 for 5. $92 for 4. My error. 92 for 4, folks. New batsman stride into the crease. He's arrived. He's just taking his guard. He this one straight down the ground. He'll come back for a single. It's Xavier Henry. Xavier Henry, the new batsman, overcomes to an end. And after 10 overs, midway stage, score is 93 for 5. The maximum strikers in search of 197 runs for victory. They require they need to go at 10 and a half and over. They require another 104 runs for victory of just 60 balls. So they have to keep on the gas and just keep going at the moment. New bowler into the attack. Off spinner. It's Bergen. Lashawn Bergen. Driven very hard down the ground. But it'll just be one. It'll be interesting to see how the way it goes here. Really tricky. Nice shot. Beautiful shot. Getting the boundary. The paddle sweep. Very cheeky. And he's raced on to 36. So he's really playing a very good hand here. A lot of chaos happening around him. He's still trying his best for his team. You know, picking up the boundaries, the ones and twos when needed. So he's doing a good job. One will feel that if they had to get this score, he has to bat really deep and probably even take it all the way home for his team. This one will go down again. Misfield. And it will result in another boundary. So 2 boundaries in the over so far. In this over. So Lorray has raced on to 40. He's 40. Sweep shot again. And it seems like he's pretty good on the sweep. Over comes to an end. And it is 102 for 5. The maximum strikers. City Sunrisers posted 196 for 5 in the allotted 20 overs. Leg spinner to continue. Trying to be very innovative for the past couple of overs. Devay. Nice touch. Nice touch. That's a very, very good shot. They will come back for 2. You're really getting those balls into the gaps. Playing it nicely. Isn't that wide? Straight down the ground. And it will be 4. Very straight. And from the time he hit it, he knew it was going to be a boundary. He didn't even bother to run. So, Levay has really taken up the mantle to really do the bulk of the scoring for his team, the strikers. He's raced on to 46. 46 of just 32 deliveries. 9 boundaries. He's striking at 143. So he's going in some good guns. He would need to bat as long as possible here. Take it way into the innings. Over comes to an end. And after 12, it's 109 for 5. They require a further 88 runs for victory of 48 balls. Nice catch. This fielder was set outside there for that and setting up the batsman. Batsman hitting this one straight down the throat of the man down there at mid wicket region. Benter, Darren Benter, doing the work down there. New batsman to the crease. Bergen, ball 1.2 overs, 1 for 9. Batsman is off strike. And it's hit him in front of the line and he's giving him out. Straight delivery, and Lue trying his best to paddle this one. This one hit directly in front of the line of the middle stump. So it was a very easy decision for the umpire and a big wicket. The wicket of the outside overseas player from South Africa. He has to go back. 46 he made, and the score is now 110 for 7. New batsman in the crease. So it's Caden Francis and Jaheim Clark at the crease. Jaheim Clark, Jaden Francis. hit. It's up in the air, and it just falls short. He mistimed this one. For a moment, I thought it went straight to the guy down there at the mid-off region. Just push over the infield. They will come back for just one. A swing and a miss. A bit of turn there. Jamie Cornelius. This was a start with the bat earlier on in the innings for his team. Got 58 odd. Well bowled by Cornelius, realizing the batsman's trying to get on with things, just slowing up the delivery on the surface. Think this one straight back. Bowling pretty slowly at the moment. Cornelius. Over comes to an end. Really and truly, this game has gone really further and further away from the strikers. The required run rate is at 14 runs and over. They need to go at, they're going actually at 8, just over 8 runs per over. And they are already 7 wickets down. 84 runs, 36 balls. As they would say, is the fat lady on her way already. See, the fat lady is singing. Or she's on her way to sing. Down the region there, down in that area, that fine leg down area. They will come back for 2. Hard down the ground. It will just be the single. Good delivery to finish off the over. Oh, I believe there's probably one more. Yes. Just testing delivery. It got a bit of spin on the surface. A ball coming back into the right-hander. comes to an end. The score is 120-7. The strikers, they really lost their way here. They require 15.5 runs per over if they are to get over the line here this afternoon. Well, this evening, sorry. Cornelius, the captain, I believe, will continue from the City end. We saw him the last over bowling those off breaks, very slow off breaks, trying to entice a loose shot, I believe. Getting some real good purchase of the surface. They always say the spin bowlers, when they bowl slower, get the ball to grip much more than if they bowl in a bit quicker. And this one is up in the air, and somebody's under it, and it takes it. A very simple catch, and enticing, as I said, that sort of loose shot or that big shot with the slower delivery. So Cornelius picks up another wicket. Good try there by Benta in infield, but it's only restricted to one. Swing and a miss. Good flighty delivery. Batsmen have no chance. Trying to entice a big shot again. Another good delivery. Well, we've seen a lot of purchase of the surface from Cornelius. As very tricky. Over comes to an end. And after 16 overs, the strikers are 122 for 8. 75 runs, 25 balls. That's what they got to do. Delivery, spinning into the right-hander. Caden Francis. Batsmen have no choice. In T20 cricket, you don't want to really get bowled out. Really affects your run rate. They need to try their best not to get bowled out here. Straight down the ground. And it goes into the ropes for 4. First ball we've seen in quite some time here. by Caden Francis. Ball was pitched up. And they got the treatment. It's up in the air. And it's over the field for 6. Beautiful shot there by the batsman Francis. Bilgan just flighting that one up a bit too much. And he's been getting the treatment. He's been hit for 10 runs of the over so far. I suspect it'll be Cornelius to continue from the City end. Cornelius trying his best to buy another wicket or two. Comedy of errors, and it happens again. Drop delivery, and what would have been an easy run out? The batsman live to see another day. He's over the top, down there to the deep cover boundary, and they'll come back for 2, and they'll get it quite comfortably. So 15 balls, 61 runs required. Actually 59 of 14. Just down in, up in the air, the keeper's under it, and takes a very simple catch to dismiss the batsman. about appeal from the fielders. Umpire say not out. I believe this one was probably going down the leg side. I'm going to say thank you to our sponsors, St. Kitts Tourism Authority, the St. Kitts Cricket Association, St. Kitts Ministry of Sports, D&D Construction, Rick's Excavator and Trucking Services, Eldorado Rum, Azul Printers, Smart Electronics, Island Purified Water, Tribless Delights, and Islander Water Sports. These are your sponsors for this year's 2025 Big Six T20 cricket tournament. We've been treated to some really good cricket here, folks, this afternoon into the evening. Really interesting matches. We first had the Young Guns coming up against Quali. The Young Guns taking this one by 44 runs. And we're witnessing this match here between the Strikers and the Sunrisers. And it would appear that the Sunrisers, the City Sunrisers, might just be victorious here this evening, sorry. Javid Edwards, he has 2 for 20 so far. One delivery left in his trade over. Over comes to an end. At the end of the over, it's 140 for 9. 1 over to come. They need to get 57 runs off 6 balls. So that's merely impossible. Unless something really, really, really silly happens here. The Sunrisers will be victorious here this evening. Cornelius to continue. He has figures of 2 for 10. 2 for 10. So that's the match, folks. The maximum strikers going down to the hands of the Sunrisers. They lost this game by 57 runs. Wow. So that's the story here, folks. An emphatic victory for the City Sunrisers. They win this game by 56 runs, defeating the Strikers. And excellent cricket we've been greeted here so far this evening here and this afternoon and into this evening here at Warner Park. And we want to say thank you for viewing and coming out and watch the Big Six tournament. We do hope that we will see you again on Tuesday at 6 o'clock for match 5 in this very interesting and important tournament. So, from myself, Joel Mingo, the scorers, the technicians, and the players, I would like to tell you good night and have a very pleasant evening. And don't turn that dial. We still have the post-match presentation, so that will come up shortly. So, From myself in the commentary again, I would like to say good night and good evening to everyone. See you on Tuesday.